At the IAA Motor Show, there were some hot electric hatches revealed. Volkswagen teased the production ID.Polo GTI. Full reveal will happen next year. Opel unveiled a GSE version of their Mokka. Orders will open soon for that EV. And Hyundai unveiled their Concept 3. Just a concept, but they tend to follow through on them. All of this begs the question: why the hell don't we have EVs like this in America? So in this video, I'm going to give you my top 5 all-electric hot hatchbacks, plus one that stands all by itself. Get ready for some all-electric Farfignugan. Volkswagen set the standard with the first GTI. Introduced in 1976, it offered sporty enhancements over the base Golf family car. It didn't try to compete with Porsche, it was no muscle car, but it did offer affordable performance and maintained a light weight. Thus, for this video, my criteria is that it needs to be a sport version of an otherwise affordable all-electric 3- or 5-door car. It needs to be a small or compact hatchback, not a crossover, although the lines can be blurry between the two. The data shows if it's taller than 1550 millimeters or 61 inches, it's probably a crossover. If it's longer than 4200 millimeters, it's not small enough. Dual motor all-wheel drive models are allowed, but as you'll see, most are just two-wheel drive EVs, staying true to the original affordable formula. Lower weight is more of an asset than higher power output. Price and coolness will also be factored in. Oh, and Europe has the most models, so that's where we'll look. Check out evdatabase.org, which is a super useful site. Volkswagen is bringing its classic names into the electric era. Case in point, the ID.Polo is their upcoming small hatchback, and a GTI version will be available next year. We don't know enough about it for it to make the list, but the size is right, and 223 horsepower from a single front motor in this small EV should make it fun without snapping your neck. The base ID.Polo should start around 25,000 euros, so the price for the GTI shouldn't break your budget either. Volkswagen will offer the GTI with their conservative German styling, or head over to Cupra for the Raval, a spicy Spanish dish. It's the same car. Until we know more details, it does not make the list. Zeekr X also has a sibling, the Volvo EX30, both from Geely, and they share the same platform. If it made the list, it would be the longest and tallest vehicle and the heaviest. The Renault 5 E-Tech looks like a hatchback. Dimensions are the right proportions. It's hot looking, but it does not make the list. Power from the single front motor just isn't good enough. 0 to 100 kph is 8 seconds. Good for most vehicles to daily drive, but not quite spicy enough. It wouldn't take much. Stickier tires, brake upgrades, and a few more kilowatts of power would get it there. But rather than do that, Renault went all mad and resurrected the spirit of the Renault 5 Turbo rally car from the 1980s and created the Renault 5 Turbo 3E. If you think it's wild looking, wait till you see the specs. It's a dual motor setup, but not all-wheel drive. One motor for each of the rear wheels, totaling 555 horsepower. 0 to 100 in under 3.5 seconds, way quicker than any other on the list. Way faster than any other on the list too, with a top speed of 167 miles per hour. It's light, it's fast, and it's freaking cool looking, but it doesn't make the list. It's just kind of on a list of its own. Only 1,980 will be built. 1980 is the year that the R5 Turbo was introduced. Price, you know what they say if you have to ask. Reservations are being taken for this flaming hot Cheeto. Coming in at number 5 on the list is not the Fiat 500e, but rather its evil twin, the Abarth 500e. Its strength? Small size, lightweight, affordable price. When it comes to look, it's one spicy meatball. Not a lot of power though. Acceleration needs to be a little bit better, 0 to 100 kph in 7 seconds. The battery is small, thus affordable price and lightweight, but that means the range is kind of anemic. Fiat started selling the 500e here in the US, but alas, the Abarth did not make it. Next up is the Mini Cooper Electric, the John Cooper Works Edition. With a name like Mini, naturally it's small enough, and the JCW treatment gives it the performance you'd expect. 5.9 seconds 0 to 62 miles per hour is the quickest. Sticky tires hold the road, but don't hold back the expected range. Why not higher on the list? Well, it is a little pricey and surprisingly heavy. Like Fiat, Mini sells vehicles in the US, but currently not the Cooper Electric. The new model is based on a design between Mini and Great Wall Motors of China, so it's assembled over there, and that means it doesn't make sense for them to offer it in the US. Number 3 is kind of a coin flip. You'll see why. I'm giving it to the Opel Mokka GSE, just revealed at the IAA show in Munich. We have enough details to judge it against the competition, even though it hasn't hit the streets yet. Size-wise, it pushes the limit for this category, but it still fits the hatch proportions regardless of what they want to call it. Looks are subjective, but I like it. Ignore the concept next to it. That's the Opel Corsa GSE Vision Gran Turismo. 281 horsepower though through the front wheels gives it acceleration of 5.9 seconds, big sticky Michelin Pilot Sport tires, upgraded brakes, and looks to match. The production EV is based on the Mokka GSE rally car, which competes in an all-electric rally car series in Europe. Again, I'm jealous. In second place is the Lancia Ypsilon HF, which you can tell by the specs is related to the Opel Mokka GSE. Stellantis is the merger of PSA, which acquired Opel Vauxhall from GM, and FCA, which included the Lancia brand. Lancia, like Chrysler, is down to just one model in most markets. HF stands for high fidelity and wears the Elefanto as a mascot. As you know, Lancia has a legendary history in rally car racing. This production model has a Torsen limited slip differential and upgraded brakes. Maybe it's not fair to count this separate from the Opel, given that they share the same platform, but the body proportions between the two are different, and I made this video, so I had to make up the rules too. And finally, we get to numero un, the Alpine A290, a subsidiary of Renault. And the A290 is the performance version of the R5 E-Tech. So we've come back to that vehicle that I kicked off the list earlier. I'm specifying the GT performance model in the specs, although some of the pictures may be the more expensive GTS, which is largely a great-looking optional appearance package. Hardware differences are minimal between the GT and GTS. Other cars on this list have more power, slightly faster acceleration, and better EV range. But the A290 is light, fast enough, and really sweet looking. So there's my list. Let me know in the comments if you have a different favorite or if there was some glaring omission. I would love to say that maybe one of these electric hot hatches will make it to America, but I doubt it. And thanks for watching.